Hello, welcome to Cooking with Oma. As I promised last time when I made my chicken paprikash, I'm going to make my famous coleslaw today. And as a bonus, I'm making a cucumber salad. Now what you need for the coleslaw, cabbage. I'm using half a cabbage today and that will make quite a bit of coleslaw, but again, my family loves it as leftovers. And some carrots. And for the dressing, I'm going to show you the dressing as I go along. The main little tool for shredding the cabbage is this mandolin slicer. You slice, and I think everybody knows. I used to do it by hand when I was a very young woman, and by hand with a knife, and I cut it as thin as possible, but it was still good. Not as good as this though. So here we go. You need a little elbow grease for this. But at 85, I still have some. Thank God. And I'm still going as strong as I can. There you go. My arm will be a little tired after, but that's okay. Oops. Out you come. I'm just about to the end now, so be very careful. Don't cut your fingers. You don't want that to happen. The cabbage is all shredded, but since we like it a little finer, I have my board here, and I'm going to chop it up a little more. So the way I do that, take a bunch, just chop it. Again, this is my way. This is you can use a different knife as long as it's a nice and sharp knife. Cabbage is all chopped up. Now I have some here that I chopped up before to save a little time. Put this on here. Now I'm going to make a dressing. And the dressing is, I have a half a cup of sour cream, a half a cup of real mayonnaise. Put it in a measuring cup, a big one. First of all, some salt. I think almost a tablespoon, I would say a tablespoon of salt. Garlic powder, I'm just sprinkling it on. Black pepper, a nice amount of black pepper. It's nice to taste a little pepper. Celery salt, gives it a good flavor. And then I'm going to mix this. Just mix it, doesn't take long. Okay, now it's all nicely mixed. All the spices are all. Now I'm going to take the vinegar. Again, when I make it, I don't measure it, but I'm measuring it now. So this is 1 tablespoon. Put in 2 tablespoons first. Mix it up. The vinegar you have to put in little by little. 2 tablespoons. Now I'm going to put another one in. That's 4 tablespoons. And I think that should do it for now. Mix it up. So it's all nicely incorporated into the, then comes the oil. And the oil, it's about a quarter cup of oil. Again, you can use different kinds of oils, but I like the olive oil. Mix it up. Doesn't take long. The dressing is all done, and before I put the dressing on the cabbage, I have some carrots here that I have to grate on my 4-sided grater, and it's the one that grates the lengthwise. Take my carrot, and again, there's probably a different way, a more modern way to do this, but this is my way. This is the only way I know how. The carrot should be, sometimes I have a great big one, And if you don't have a great big one, you use 2 medium size. Approximately. We don't want too much carrots in there, but for color and a little bit of a different taste, but I'm using the carrots. Again, watch your fingers. I'm almost down to the end. I don't go quite down to the end because if I cut myself, I'm a little bit of a sissy. I cry. So that's it. Now, I'm going to mix it. And again, I'm mixing it by hand because this is the best way to have all the carrots mixed up with the cabbage. Now, doesn't this look already yummy? It's coming. We can hardly wait to eat this coleslaw. In fact, it's all done. Now I'm going to put the dressing on. Just pour it on. This is, like I said, it's just a bit of cup of dressing. Then I have my nice long-handled spoon and I'm just mixing it up. Now, if you like more of a creamier coleslaw, you make a little more dressing. Same ingredients, just a little more mayonnaise, but this is usually perfect. Now, if you want to make less coleslaw, just take half of the ingredients that I showed you. But we like this because we love it the next day, and the next day it's good for 4 days for sure. The dressing is all mixed up very nicely, the way it should be. Now it's time for tasting. I must say, it's very tasty. It's yummy. Now this is my coleslaw. I hope you'll enjoy it. So now I'm going to make my cucumber salad. For that I need 2 fairly large English seedless cucumbers that will serve about roughly 4 people. Then I need salt, vinegar, oil, garlic powder, celery salt and black pepper. So now I'm starting to peel my cucumber, and this is the way I peel it. A lot of people might not be able to peel it like this, so you can use our cucumber peeler. But this is how I am doing it. I'm starting, and this is just the way I'm used to it, and this is the way I have been doing it. I don't know how many years. We used to make this in Hungary, and made it a little bit different, but it was delicious also. I'm making it a little bit more Canadian way. Now I'm going to slice my cucumbers very, very thinly, and this is how I slice it, because this is the only way I know how. This is the challenging part. Make sure I don't want you to cut yourself, so you can use a board and slice it as thin as possible. It should be really thin, or you can use a mandolin slicer. I sliced up 1 cucumber ahead of time to save a little time. I'm going to put the 2 together. Then I'm going to take a salt, approximately 1 and no, this was just a half one. 1.5 teaspoons of salt. Now I'm going to mix it up nicely. My hands are clean. And I want to tell you, when I hesitated with the salt, I usually don't use measurings. I just shake it in. And but since I'm showing it, how to make it, I had to measure it. So that was the hesitation about the teaspoons. Now it's all mixed up. Now we are going to let it stand for an hour. At least an hour. You can let it stand 2-3 hours, it doesn't matter, but it has to be an hour. For the reason for that is the salt is pulling the juice out of the cucumber, and when that's after an hour, we squeeze it out, and the cucumbers will be nice and soft and easy to mix it with the spices. Now my cucumber has been standing. That liquid is all out of the cucumbers. Now I'm going to squeeze the liquid out as much as possible. Squeeze it, squeeze it. Put it in another bowl. And you will see how much liquid came out. Almost done. Now I'm going to put the dressing ingredients into that. This is a tablespoon of oil. You can use any kind of oil, but I like the olive oil. Then you take the vinegar, approximately 2 tablespoons. And you take a pinch of sugar, a little bit of garlic powder, just shake it in, and a little bit of black pepper, and some celery salt. Just sprinkle it on, and you take a fork, mix it up nicely. And that's all there is to my cucumber salad. Time to taste. It needs some salt. We had salt in the cucumber when we first started, but now it needs a little more salt. So all I do is sprinkle a little more salt, like this. Stir it up again. And you taste it. It's up to you. Some people don't like so much salt, so then it's okay. You can eat it just like that. Better. Tastes yummy. Thank you for watching Cooking with Oma. I hope you enjoy my cucumber salad and my coleslaw. Until next time.